Hello, and welcome to this session, Learning Outcome LO1. Demonstrate an understanding of key approaches in psychology. Today, we will learn about the major perspectives that help explain why people think, feel, and behave as they do. This session will introduce key psychological approaches, including behavioral, cognitive, humanistic, psychodynamic, and biological viewpoints, each offering valuable insights into human behavior. The behavioral approach focuses on learned behaviors through environmental interactions. It highlights observable actions over internal processes. Key figures include Pavlov, Skinner, and Bandura. Concepts like classical and operant conditioning explain behavior through association and consequences. This approach is crucial for understanding habits and phobias. The cognitive approach views the mind as an information processor. It examines perception, memory, and problem solving. Cognitive psychologists study how thoughts influence emotions and actions. This approach underpins therapies like CBT. It's essential for understanding decision-making and judgment errors. Humanistic psychology emphasizes free will and personal growth. It focuses on individuals reaching their full potential. Maslow's hierarchy of needs and Rogers' person-centered theory are central. This approach aids in understanding motivation and self-esteem. It supports person-centered counseling with empathy and positive regard. The psychodynamic approach, developed by Freud, explores unconscious processes. It focuses on early experiences and internal conflicts. Concepts like the id, ego, and superego are key. Though some ideas face criticism, it remains influential. It's vital for understanding personality and emotional conflicts. The biological approach examines physical and biological influences on behavior. It considers genetics, brain function, and neurotransmitters. This perspective aids in understanding mental health and medication effects. It's evidence-based and supports treatments like antidepressants. The approach is key to modern psychological therapies. Freud's psychodynamic approach emphasizes unconscious thoughts and childhood experiences. The id, ego, and superego constantly interact. This tension shapes personality and behavior. Unresolved childhood experiences affect adult relationships. Defense mechanisms help cope with stress and conflict. The cognitive approach focuses on mental processes like thinking and memory. It compares the mind to a computer. Psychologists study how information is interpreted and stored. Negative thinking patterns can lead to emotional issues. Cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, helps change these patterns. Sigmund Freud is central to the psychodynamic approach. He explored unconscious motives and childhood experiences. His theories include defense mechanisms and psychosexual development. Freud's work laid the foundation for psychoanalysis. It highlights how early experiences shape adult behavior. Jean Piaget is a key figure in cognitive psychology. He studied cognitive development in children. Piaget proposed 4 developmental stages. His work showed children as active learners. It influenced modern cognitive psychology and education. The behavioral approach emphasizes learning through environmental interactions. Pavlov, Skinner, and Bandura are pivotal figures. Classical conditioning involves learning through association. Operant conditioning focuses on behavior shaped by consequences. Social learning theory adds learning through observation. The cognitive approach treats the mind like an information system. It examines perception, memory, and problem solving. Thoughts directly influence emotions and actions. Cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, addresses unhelpful thought patterns. This approach is evidence-based and widely applied. Humanistic psychology focuses on positive human behavior. It emphasizes free will and personal growth. Maslow's hierarchy and Rogers' person-centered theory are fundamental. This approach aids in understanding motivation and self-esteem. It supports counseling with empathy and unconditional regard. The psychodynamic approach centers on unconscious processes. Freud's concepts include the id, ego, and superego. Defense mechanisms help manage stress. Early experiences influence adult behavior. Despite criticism, it remains influential. The biological approach examines physical influences on behavior. It considers genetics and brain function. This perspective aids in understanding mental health. It's evidence-based and supports medication treatments. The approach is vital for modern therapies. Freud's theories are central to psychodynamic psychology. He explored unconscious motives and childhood experiences. Concepts like defense mechanisms are key. Freud's work laid the foundation for psychoanalysis. It highlights the impact of early experiences. Jean Piaget is a pioneer in cognitive development. He studied how children think and learn. Piaget proposed 4 developmental stages. His work showed children as active learners. It influenced modern cognitive psychology. The behavioral approach focuses on learning through interaction. Pavlov, Skinner, and Bandura are key figures. Classical and operant conditioning explain behavior. Social learning theory adds observational learning. This approach is crucial for understanding habits. This is a main call-out for this scene. The cognitive approach treats the mind as an information processor. It examines perception and problem-solving. Thoughts influence emotions and actions. Cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, addresses negative patterns. This approach is evidence-based and widely used. Humanistic psychology emphasizes positive human behavior. It focuses on free will and growth. Maslow's hierarchy and Rogers' theory are central. This approach aids in understanding motivation and self-esteem. It supports counseling with empathy and regard. In conclusion, the examination of major psychological approaches has highlighted how each perspective contributes distinct and valuable insights into human behavior. By considering their underlying principles, methods, and applications, we gain a more comprehensive and informed understanding of why individuals think and act as they do. Developing familiarity with these approaches strengthens our ability to analyze behavior in real-world contexts and to interpret human actions through multiple, evidence-based lenses. If you have any questions, feel free to message us on WhatsApp at 07484361688. Our team will be delighted to help. Thank you, and see you at the next session.